I wanna be your peace. I wanna share some time with you. Cannot wait for the album to drop. It's gonna be so beautiful.
For relaxing times, make it Centauri time.
カットカットカット時間がないんだよ、ね、パッションがカメラテンション上げて with intensity
Is that everything? It seemed like he said more than that. You're a movie star. Yes, I should be doing.
Fame is a crazy club with 80 drugs waiting for you to blow them up. Hold it, I'm stuck. Can't get my zipper to open up fast enough. Gotta take a beat to take the edge off. I'm Smirnoff spinning like a young Lennon or Harry Styles. I'm looking wild, looking around, everybody shouting loud. I feel a hug from the back. Rihanna, did you do that? It's amazing. I used to listen to your music from my basement. Now we facing each other. 20 karat gold worth of great men. No longer stressing over vacation.
Endorse a whiskey. The good news is the whiskey works. Can you keep a secret? I'm trying to organize a prison break. We'd have to first get out of this bar, then the city, and then the country. Are you in or you out?
I'm in.
The money is here, gone tomorrow. Had to figure out a plan. Dots to borrow from the weekend. I'm get home, yeah, it's just to save up. When the day's up, should we hit the club again? I hear it's coming out of my budget, man. Neil gave me a warning about overspending. When you have a record deal, you need to chill. Most of your money isn't real. It's a loan until you make it for real. The skill is not enough to keep us a buck. Sold out tickets, then what? If no one shows up, the whole Latina might give me a cold shoulder. No, I ain't gon' fold up. I would love to party like it's 1999, but in the meantime, I gotta get this grind. I gotta make it. I show my shine.
I wish I could have this moment for life. For life. For life. If I could kiss you, I could do it for life.
For relaxing time.
In Lost in Translation, Bill Murray plays a washed-up actor who is trying to make it in Asia. He meets a translator whom he soon falls in love with, but worries that the age difference might cause a lot of complications. Scarlett Johansson, in one of her breakout roles, also stars in Lost in Translation. This film is a strange sequel to When Harry Met Sally. It also talks about how love can meet you in a place that feels impossible.
What are you doing?
My husband's a photographer, so he's here working. I wasn't doing anything, so I came along.
What do you do?
I'm not sure yet, actually. So what are you doing here?
Getting paid $2 million to endorse a whiskey. The good news is the whiskey works. Can you keep a secret? I'm trying to organize a prison break. We'd have to first get out of this bar, then the city, and then the country. Are you in or you out?
I'm in.
It was 2014, then 2018, then 2026. I can't forget our very first meet. You knew exactly what to say, and I was all bubbly. The chemistry confused me. It was an illusion. I didn't know I would have to lose you, gain you, then lose you again.
Things upsetting.
You really are having a midlife crisis, huh? Uh-huh.
You can try to me out that you on parole. I got a lot of versions that you don't even know. It's called to settle with a young May. A version that I didn't see clearly. We can make it, life is magic. It doesn't have to be so tragic. If a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? Life is magic. It doesn't have to be tragic. We can achieve anything that we want. What the hell is this?
Some nuts up there dragging Rooney from the top. Our guys have been coming down in droves all night.
How'd you get down, son?
Today on Entertainment Review, we shall speak about the Academy Award-winning film by Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge, starring Andrew Garfield, and some other amazing actors. We shall also review its connection to the Spider-Man universe.
We got here, dogs.
Elsewhere, we shall review the latest Muppet Show movie and show how the Muppet Show is in fact connected to Saturday Night Live. Hang on to your seats, it's gonna be a treat.
Please, Lord, help me get one more. Help me get one more.
Are you wounded?
I wanna fight for my country with love and peace, like Hacksaw Ridge. But how will I do it? How can I exist when the hatred is what persists? I gotta use my gift to save people.
What the hell is your delay, Captain?
Mel Gibson is well known for being an Academy Award-winning director and actor. His films are always very strange and spooky. That's because he loves to talk about alternative realities, the likes of Apocalypto, Spooked Us All, Passion of the Christ, made us realize just how much of a sacrifice God and Jesus made to save us from hell. And when we also think about Mad Max, well, he tells us about how Flash Gordon can save us from drought and famine. In 2016, Mel Gibson picked up the camera once again to direct Andrew Garfield in a film called Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge is the true-life story of Desmond Doss. Desmond Doss was a special man. He was a World War hero. He helped fight against the Japanese in World War II. In case you don't know, he was unique in that he refused to carry an army weapon. He was a medic, and instead of fighting violence with violence, he chose love and peace. In case anyone in the war needed his medical attention, he would help them. One of the strange cases that I've ever seen in World War history is the case of Desmond Doss.
They're not gonna go up there without you.
Desmond Doss was born on February 7, 1919. He was a medic who helped so many soldiers conquer the Nazis in World War II. He's special because he refused to carry a weapon. He chose instead to choose a Bible as his only weapon. He didn't see the Japanese or the Nazis as rivals, rather as people who were a bit confused about the war.
You and me.
Famously, during his time of recruitment, he had
Come off the line.
a bully incident where his sergeants wanted to bully him because he refused to carry a weapon. Well, because of his faith in the Lord, he believed that love and peace could save us all. He did not even believe it was necessary for America to fight the Nazis. He thought it was just a big misunderstanding. There was no need for all the fighting. How would one man without a weapon be courageous enough to fight? Not with a spear or a gun, but with words as his ammunition. Well, that's because he had some spirit bombs and, well, Desmond wasn't exactly a saint. He was a gangster. He did used to fight the Nazis and he would kill them regularly. But because Americans could not trust a Latino man to be one of them, they would often humiliate him and refuse to give him a gun. He got fed up of being mistreated and not given guidance in how to fight the war, so he chose to withdraw from using guns at all. Instead, his only weapon would be maybe his fists. He would also use telekinesis, mind control, much like the Jedi mind tricks, to trick the soldiers into believing that this incident of World War was not something worth fighting for. Much like Professor Xavier in X-Men, Desmond Doss did not want to fight, man. Instead, he would use mind games. After constant humiliation by his regiment, and even from his wife, man, things got really tough and he questioned God's decision to disarm him and to send him into a war that could kill him and crush him in a few seconds. Well, he believed in God and used his secret weapons, which was not just prayer, but he had lightning speed. He was fast as the Flash. Also, he could become invisible. Believe it or not, the story of Desmond Doss was the inspiration for J.R.R. Tolkien to write The Lord of the Rings. He represents some of the hobbits during the war. The hobbits in The Lord of the Rings are seen as too small to fight at all. Well, they had other gifts. They were cunning. They were cunning linguists. Plus, they could fight really fast in a different dimension. Desmond Doss was able to disarm the Japanese and Nazi soldiers with one hand at some times. That's because he had an invisibility cloak that would allow him to become invisible and fight in different dimensions. He was definitely a man of action. In the film Hacksaw Ridge, Andrew Garfield, who is famous for playing Spider-Man in Amazing Spider-Man, and also famous for playing Mark Zuckerberg's best friend in Social Network, portrays Desmond Doss in an Academy Award-winning film called Hacksaw Ridge. The story shows how Desmond, from an early age, was very violent. He nearly killed his own brother, much like Cain did to Abel. And from that point on, he realized he was not able to use his hands at all because he was too powerful. He would then pretend to be a wimp, to be a shy, nerdy person that could not inflict harm on anyone. Much like the stories of George Cena, Bautista growing up, he was told to withhold his strength and show love to a broken world. The Bible filled him with hope and he believed he could conquer World War, not with violence, but through his lovely actions. When he joined the military, he was on a mission to become the first medic that would not be armed. He would not use a gun, much like Batman, who hates guns, or the Flash, who doesn't use any weapon. Desmond Doss's weapon of choice was love. But in case the Nazis wanted to beat him up, he would beat them up and kill them quickly because life is no fairy tale, believe me.
Private Doss, you are free to
The film Hacksaw Ridge
without a single weapon to protect yourself.
draws an interesting perspective. Can a soldier be responsible for murder? Can a soldier be a Christian if what they do is murder other people? Well, they can. Life is no fairy tale, and sometimes our enemies deserve what's coming to them. But the perspective of Desmond was to show love in spite of his enemies, to give them a chance, to give in, and if they don't, well, you have to beat them up to smithereens. Hacksaw Ridge is very graphic. The violence can be sometimes described as satanic, but it's not. War is not easy. And it's meant to show us that maybe we shouldn't have wars at all, but peace and love, because that grudge match is one that you don't come back from. It's either you're traumatized or you die. Another plot twist of the film is that one of the reasons why Desmond did not want to feel the need to hold a gun is that in the military there were a lot of secret agents working with the Nazis, and he was told that if he was to get a gun, he would be forced to work with the Nazis as a secret soldier. Also, Desmond was part of the Edge of Tomorrow type experiments that would allow dead soldiers to come back to life. He had the magic touch that would connect him to the underworld. That means when Americans are blown to bits, he could put them back together again like Humpty Dumpty, my friends. He had the secret serum that could bring back dead soldiers to life. In the epic conclusion, we see him fighting alongside his lieutenants and sergeants. They instantly die after the Japanese bombard them. Well, it's up to Desmond to fight. He single-handedly destroys all the Japanese by putting on his invisibility cloak and whooping their ass down to their knees. He then revives all his sergeants and lieutenants, saves them, and sends them to the army barracks. Even after this heroic act, people still questioned Desmond and thought he was just a witch, somebody that was pretending to exist when he's actually a zombie. Well, he was both a human being and a zombie. Desmond was the real-life version of Spider-Man. And the reason why Andrew Garfield plays him is because Spider-Man was sometimes a soldier, man. This is the version of Spider-Man called Spider-Man Noir, the old version of Spider-Man. Interestingly enough, even Tobey Maguire portrayed Spider-Man in a different, portrayed a soldier in a different film. That's because that's a different version of Spider-Man, pretending to be a traumatized soldier. Hacksaw Ridge is a fantastic film, one of Mel Gibson's finest. You just gotta see it.
Get you home.
Poetic justice, poetic justice. I know life can be poetic justice. We need justice for us.
Help me. You don't have to trust me. You better come home to me. Please, Lord.
I believe in miracles because I believe in God.
Help me get one
He
more.
can change our lives. He can lift the broken. He can save us from hell. Thank you, Mel Gibson. Thank you, Desmond, for being an inspiration. Mr. Miyagi type of swagger. They mistake my peace for weakness, but it is far from cowardice. We hide our superhero tricks up our sleeve with a flick of a hand. Hiya! We can snatch your throat right out your mouth. Kidding. Let's talk about Jim Henson.
It's the Muppet Show with tonight's guest star, Mr. Joel Gray.
Those Muppets ain't half bad. No, they're all bad. It's time for Miss Piggy! Hiya! Oh my god, where's Ernie? Big Bird. This is confusing.
Make her plate, and every night after dinner, my wife erases the dishes.
Introduce our guest star. That's what I'm here.
Kermit the Frog, I'm here to tell you about the Muppets and how they're screw-ups, but I love them. As children, we loved watching shows like Sesame Street and The Muppet Show. The Muppet Show is a television series developed by one of the geniuses of modern television, Jim Henson. Jim Henson inspired the likes of Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Television to be existing because of his vision. He was an American puppeteer, actor, animator, creative producer, and director who achieved worldwide notability as the creator of the Muppets. He was also famous for creating Fraggle Rock and serving as the director of The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. Today, Jim Henson's legacy lives on through The Muppet Show. The Muppet Show is, believe it or not, a Muppet version of Saturday Night Live. In fact, its original direction featured on Saturday Night Live. They were supposed to be part of one thing. There was supposed to be a segment for the Muppets, but they decided to split it. Actually, they split it into 3 or 4 directions. The original version of Saturday Night Live featured a version of The Simpsons, a version of Family Guy, a version of The Muppet Show, and a version of Sesame Street. But they decided, you know what would be neat and dandy is if we divided it into a kids section and then the adult section. Today we have late night television shows like The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Well, the origin of such shows was because of The Muppet Show, because of Saturday Night Live. The likes of Saturday Night Live and The Muppet Show and even Sesame Street revolutionized TV in the 60s and 70s. People wanted to watch a comedy, but they also wanted to watch a talk show host with a reality TV perspective. The Muppet Show is, in fact, a satirical approach which looks at some of the problems that most showrunners are facing when it comes to putting together a brilliant show. It is also based on great comedy shows like Live at the Apollo or Def Comedy Jam. If you want to know what went on behind the scenes of the iconic Def Comedy Jam or Live at the Apollo, where artists like Lauryn Hill, Dwayne Johnson, and Jamie Foxx were discovered, you gotta watch The Muppet Show. It's brilliant. We've been watching it since we were children, yo. In 2026, a version of The Muppet Show came out. It was a television special featuring Seth Rogen and Sabrina Carpenter. In this one, we see Kermit the Frog once again be the presenter of The Muppet Show. They are the cynics that sit in front of their television saying it's not half bad, they're all bad. And then there's the audience that love the mischief. Every single sketch goes wrong. But this is not something that is a mistake, yo. The Muppets always sabotage their own show because they know that people don't like things to be straight. It's the imperfections that make it great. Also, we see Miss Piggy square off against Sabrina Carpenter. She believes the Grammy Award-winning superstar has stolen her act. Well, the truth is, Sabrina Carpenter is in fact a version of Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy is a representation of Dolly Parton. It's a satirical approach to say, what if Dolly Parton was an arrogant pig that believed she was the greatest singer alive? And she was also in love with Kermit. The truth is, Miss Piggy in The Muppet Show is the mob boss who owns the whole show. Kermit, who is the true talent, must hide his talents from everyone because nobody loves him. Kermit is in fact a version of Master Yoda from Star Wars and also a version of Shrek. He is the chosen one, but because nobody loves him, he lets everyone else have all the fun during the show. Well, in this special TV special, that's repetitive, Kermit is not willing to share the spotlight. In fact, he does his own thing to the point where the producers want to remove the Muppet Show. He's forced to cut so many acts, leaving only a few acts, one of them being rats impersonating The Weeknd, Sabrina Carpenter, and some other amazing acts, yo. The Muppet Show was always a metaphor for racism and how it's not easy to get into showbiz if you're black or Mexican. Believe it or not, the puppet master behind Kermit is sometimes black or Hispanic. And because of that, he has to hide his face from the public. I love The Muppet Show. Even after all these years, I still want to watch it all day, yo.
What'd you think it was? Some kind of sentimental montage in your head? We're doing the show again, Frog. Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, it's you.
You're my idol.
You're sweet. Go on.
I grew up watching you. My parents grew up watching you. Their parents grew up watching you.
We are so excited to be back where it all started and then ended and then is maybe starting again depending on how tonight goes.
I've been burned before.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop me now. I'm having a good time. I am a bolt of lightning about to strike the world. I'm about to change everything like Jim Henson.
It's time to get things started. We're still working out a few kinks.
Oh, that's all right. I love a kink.
Hola. This is what we call a Muppet Show.
I can't believe they're doing the old show again.
Well, if it ain't broke.
No, they are broke. That's why they're doing it. Yep. Good to be back.
You lift me up despite all the things that I faced. You lift me up until I can see the face of heaven. I am strong because of everyone who fought for a chance for me to be lifted up right here. In the year 2000, Academy Award-winning actor George Clooney, respected actor Mark Wahlberg, acclaimed actress Diane Lane starred in The Perfect Storm. The Perfect Storm is a story about overzealous fishermen who go into the eye of the storm to get the biggest catch of their lives. It is a reboot of Moby Dick, and it warns about greed, man, among fishermen. It tells a story of a fisherman who is actually Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne has been warned about the perfect storm coming to cause Armageddon. Lex Luthor was to create a water world, and in order to stop this water world from happening, George Clooney and fellow fishermen must sail the 7 seas and collect a big batch of fish. This is a Running Man competition. If George Clooney can prove he is the chosen one, then Lex Luthor will not let the perfect storm destroy the world. What happens is that despite being reluctant, George Clooney leads an army of fishermen into the seas. They catch the biggest catch of fish that they have ever seen. And it's like they've entered an Odyssey, they've entered Atlantis. At last, this is a new version of the Bermuda Triangle. Films like Sinbad and the Seven Seas are connected to the perfect storm. Also, Aquaman and Waterworld are very well connected. That's because in this story, George Clooney is Bruce Wayne, and he wants to summon the powers of Aquaman to help him defeat Lex Luthor and stop the world from becoming a water kingdom. Lex Luthor and Caesar want to turn the world into a planet of mermaids and mermen. The situation that we find in Aquaman is where it is already too late. The world is full of fish people, and Aquaman must reverse the curse and return Atlantis to the bottom of the ocean. Well, all this is yet to happen in the perfect storm. Before it does, Bruce Wayne must fight a difficult terrain. Diane Lane plays a version of Lois Lane. She's dating Mark Wahlberg. And Mark Wahlberg is a version of Clark Kent. He is pretending to be just a loser fisherman, but he has been sent on the mission with Bruce Wayne to stop the perfect storm from happening. What happens is Bruce Wayne and his gang of fishermen are able to capture the fish. They beat the storms, and peace finally exists. But at the last minute, Lex Luthor changes his mind and decides to destroy the fishermen's boat and everyone on it. It's up to God, Aquaman, Superman, and other members of the Justice League to save them from Armageddon. The Perfect Storm is maybe not a perfect movie. It is too jumpy, too scary. It is brilliant. You just gotta watch it.
I am the general. Salute all my troops. General. Salute to all my troops. General. Salute to all my troops. General. Salute. Fire in the hole. They sent me out of Vietnam, and I came back laughing. They couldn't handle me. I could gun down 100 men with just one pistol. All that hyperbole ain't gonna buy me a Hublot. So I gotta be a bit more realistic. My linguistics speak something that gives people visions about the future. I don't filter my chart, just give you the real, the raw. General, I salute all my